But like someone said, it's always hard for Pharaoh to repent. Pharaoh will not repent like that. It's always so hard. And at the end of the day, what happens to Pharaoh? They always go down. They lose everything. And that's why Nigeria is losing. And that's why Nigeria is losing everything. The system is not working. Hey, Malami explained why court order should be disregarded in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. And you know, we you guys know they surprise people anyway. We know what you go do, so you know they surprise anybody. So Oga Malami explained why they know they never released Nnamdi Kanu. Said that the rendition of Nnamdi Kanu could not be used as the only basis to set him free from other charges the Nigerian government preferred against him. According to Malami, the government is holding on to Kano on account of four major issues which preceded the rendition matter for which the court cleared him. So the justice minister said to release or not to release Nnamdi Kanu is a function of law and the rule of law for the matter. In arriving at the decision on whether to release or not release is one, you look at the rule of law. Two, you look at the public and the national interest. Three, you look at the security situation. Four, you look at the international diplomacy. And this is a report in full, in case you've not read it somewhere, in case you've not seen it, but this is a report in full.
Malami explained why court orders should be disregarded in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Despite the court ruling asking Nigeria to return the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra to Kenya and pay him $500 million as compensation, the federal government is not inclined to free him based on several factors, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, has said. Malami told ONIF in an exclusive interview on Thursday that the rendition of Nnamdi Kanu could not be used as the only basis to free the IPOB leader of other offenses allegedly committed by him against the federal government of Nigeria. The Justice Minister explained that the government was holding on to Kanu on account of four major issues, which were preceded by the rendition matter for which the court cleared him. Malami said, to release or not to release Nnamdi Kanu is a function of law and the rule of law for that matter. In arriving at a decision on whether to release or not release, is 1. You look at the rule of law. 2. You look at the public and the national interest. 3. You look at the security situation. 4. You look at international diplomacy. Let me talk first of the rule of law. This is someone that has been granted bail on account of charges that have been preferred against him at the court. Someone jumping bail to the international community, a case of a fugitive is established against the background of jumping the bail. 2. Arising from the national security, this is someone that is charged with treason, incitement and destruction of civil authority, murder and assassination of others on account of his incitement, that boil down to issues of national security and criminality. 3. On account of international diplomacy, this is someone that has against his person used the international community or a foreign country to launch an attack against a nation, against his nation for that matter. So, all these naturally come into play to determine what to do. So, if you have through judicial processes established multiple cases of treason, homicide, bail jumping among others, the fact that you have indeed succeeded in one case as against multiple others that are pending goes to establish the fact that that case cannot be the only basis and criteria for determining whether you are entitled to be released or not.
For me, I think these governments they just like to waste people's time. If you know, say you no go release the man, why do you keep bringing him to court? You know, say you no go obey the rule of law. You know, say going to court now waste of time. In case anytime we say anything where the judge talk, no dey in your favor. You know, say they release the man. You just waste people's time. That's what I see here. Waste of people's time when you have no case against the man. This is that's my question. Why? What is it? Why do you want to keep him? Why do you keep taking him to the court? But once the judgment is not in your favor, then you go against the law. You go against the what the court said. So what is the importance of going to court then when you know that you're not going to release him? When you know that going to court is not going to change anything? So because I know after you take him to court for another thing now, if you win, you will find another thing. After you win that one too, you will still find another thing. You will keep finding something to bring. And someone said this. Someone said the courts in Nigeria they can't handle Nnamdi Kanu. They can't judge him because they have nothing on him. No matter how they try, no matter how they try. And that's because, in the first place, the people where they help the federal government, the lawyers, all of them, they realize that they plan stuff and they don't even know what they do. Jesus. Well, we know your way. We know your ways already. So this is not even a shock. You know, they shock anybody. We know your way. We were just waiting for a surprise. Maybe by any means you can surprise us. You can do something different. Maybe you have repented. But like someone said, it's always hard for Pharaoh to repent. Pharaoh will not repent like that. It's always so hard. And at the end of the day, what happens to Pharaoh? They always go down. They lose everything. And that's why Nigeria is losing. And that's why Nigeria is losing everything. The system is not working. It's like the system and the people are working in a parallel line, so they cannot meet. The system don't support the people. And anytime you are in a system that don't support the people, or you are in an organization, you are in a complaint that the system of the complaint don't support the ideas of the employee, things always go wrong. If it's a team that is working there, there's a chance that they will disband that team and they won't be able to complete that project. And that's why there's never been any project that is being completed in that country. That is being complete in that country. No project. If they tell you they complete a project, go check it. There must be wuru around it. If it's safe for people to use that project. The one where if they complete one, it get purpose, it get reason. You see where everybody they run to where flood they now. They dash money, they give money. If you now don't take care of that flood thing long time ago, even if flood come now, you there's something that is on ground where we say you don't put the solution for ground to make sure say okay, flood is coming this year. This is the solution we have for it, but you don't have any solution for it. God forbid the whole state just clear like that. And if care is not taking that, eventually what will be happening? Because if you don't move now, then things will keep going wrong. And this is what is going on in the case of Nnamdi Kanu too. You keep making a wrong decision. You keep doing what you just want to do. Even after the court have said, okay, let the man go. Anyway, now your ways make you now they do what you sabi do. Again, my name is David Israel. I hope that very soon that Master Nnamdi Kanu will get out of these people's side. He don't do. I know that the guy don't tire. They see them face self. It's high time he begin to see people. Anyway, now come all these things for my face. I beg, tire for this country. Jesus.